On a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And frankly, that's a completion to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finally run out of
Yo, what's up, Josh?
Rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got a man. It's Wilcox. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31, and
that has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game. In return, there are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fast motion from the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses successful. You can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quick completion to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats are marching down the field. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Kentucky 7, North Carolina 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Zings it complete to the right. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they won't be able to connect downfield looking for a big-time play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The aerial assault continues. Time to take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screen.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. He sends the offense back out onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field there.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. I mean, you've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Ncca. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They're going to ride this running back.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Offense in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Pulls it in, it's Wilcox. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Criswell. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The give on 4th down. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw...
Oh, look out! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got the back over the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll immediately call timeout.
I like this offense. They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking for a man. It's Ncca. He makes a grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught near the sticks. It's Hampton. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snapped it in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass, it's Ncca. Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky.